Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your power-ups and get ready to blast off because we're about to take a deep dive into the Metroid franchise, full of incredible facts that even the most hardcore fans might not know. Did you know that the original concept for Metroid involved a space station under attack by aliens? But when the designers realized they didn't have the hardware to create a massive environment like they had planned, they went with a more compact approach, creating one of the most iconic and immersive game worlds in video game history. But that's not all. Did you know that the main character, Samus Aran, was initially intended to be male? That's right, folks, our favorite space bounty hunter was almost a dude. But the designers decided to make Samus female because they went extremely woke. I'm just joking. They wanted to break boundaries and pave the way for more strong female characters in video games. Also make it a surprise so the ending would have a twist. And speaking of Samus, did you know that she was the first playable female character in a mainstream video game? That's right, before Lara Croft and even before Princess Peach, Samus was kicking space pirate butt and taking names. But the Metroid franchise isn't just about one character. Did you know that Chozo, the bird-like alien race that raised Samus, are named after a real-life tribe from Ecuador, and the Metroids themselves are named after the Greek word metamorphosis because of their ability to evolve and adapt. Unlike me, I can't do either, and that's why I've had trouble finding relationships. If you happen to know somebody. While the development of Metroid was shrouded in secrecy, there are some incredible true stories that have come to light over the years. Here are a few of the most notable ones. The game's creator, Gunpei Yokoi, was inspired to create Metroid after watching Ridley Scott's sci-fi horror classic, Alien. He wanted to create a game that would capture the sense of isolation and dread that he felt while watching the movie. The iconic Morph Ball ability almost didn't make it into the game. The designers were struggling to come up with a way for Samus to navigate tight spaces when one of them had the idea to turn into a ball. It was a risky move, but it paid off in spades, becoming one of the most memorable and unique abilities in video game history. The game's music, which has become legendary in its own right, was composed by Hirokazu Tanaka. He was working on a tight deadline and didn't have time to create new music for each level, so he came up with a system of altering the same track to create different moods and atmospheres. The famous reveal of Samus's true gender at the end of the game was a complete surprise to everyone, including the developers. They had to keep it a secret even from the game's marketing team, who had been using male pronouns to refer to Samus in their promotional materials. The game's password system was actually a mistake. The designers had intended for players to be able to save their progress, but due to technical limitations, they had to use a password system instead. However, the system proved to be popular with players and became a staple of many other games in the years to come. While Metroid may be the first prominent female protagonist, the treatment of women in the industry is no joke. Reports of sexism and harassment in the video game industry have been documented for many years. Women who work in the industry have reported being subject to sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and other forms of mistreatment. In some cases, women have been excluded from professional opportunities or subjected to unequal pay and other forms of gender-based discrimination. Another issue in the industry is the portrayal of women in video games themselves. Female characters are often sexualized or portrayed in a stereotypical or objectifying manner, which can contribute to the overall culture of sexism and misogyny within the industry. In addition to these issues, there is also concerns about the physical safety of women who work in the industry. The recent allegations against Riot Games, which include claims of sexual harassment and discrimination, underscored the need for better protection for women in the industry. And finally, did you know that the Metroid franchise has inspired countless other games, including the iconic Castlevania series? In fact, those style of games are now called Metroidvania, a fusion of the two, a love child baby, if you will. Not like mine that I don't get to see anymore. It's no wonder, with its hauntingly beautiful music, immersive gameplay, and innovative storytelling, that it's a classic that everyone adores. So there you have it, folks, a few incredible facts about the Metroid franchise that even the most hardcore fans might not know. So grab your energy tanks and get ready to explore the galaxy because with Metroid, the adventure never ends. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Hey, could you like, subscribe, and also give the thumbs up on this video and then share it with everyone. And hey, if you want to help support this and help create more of these amazing facts with mind explosions inside, go to patreon.com/thesurfs.